footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, breaking down the Bucs versus the Titans. Now let's look at Tampa in this ball game. Tough loss against the Green Bay Packers, where Raheem Morris kicked 2 unexpected onside kicks. That's the real reason why they lost. Not saying, but I'm saying. But let's look at what they can do against the Tennessee Titans to have some effectiveness. I would say spread out that Titans defense, and the Bucs have the pieces with those wide receivers and also with Kellen Winslow. So you can spread out that Titans defense. What that is going to do is put a strain on that nickel corner and also on those safeties, because the Titans love to keep us 2 safeties high, and that way they'll be well protected in the pass game. But if you have the ability to spread a team out, you can do so. I think the Bucs have that ability. Now defensively, we're going to put 2 game plans together for facing the Tennessee Titans. If Hasselbeck is going to be back there as a starter, you have to get pressure on him because he's not going to be 100%, and you're going to be able to force the issue with the passing game because he's going to get rid of that football quickly. Now, if Jake Locker is back there, it's all about contain, push versus pressure. Keep him bottled up. He's not as accurate once he breaks contain. This guy has a howitzer forearm and also has the ability to get yards with his legs, but if you keep him bottled up in the pocket, you'll be able to have some success. And I look at the Bucs interior. Those defensive linemen, those defensive tackles led by Albert Haynesworth, getting interior pressure on the Tennessee Titans offense and keeping Chris Johnson bottled up. And the Bucs special teams has to play perfect, because Mark Mariani, the talented punt returner and kick returner for the Titans, is one of the best in the league, and this guy does a great job of flipping field position, and the Titans have benefited from that all season long because his ability to have these guys starting on the half a field. Now you look at Tennessee in this matchup. When you're facing Tampa, you want to really test how well those outside linebackers of the Buccaneers want to tackle. They have a little bit of wait and see approach as far as in the run game. So if the Titans can get the edge on the corner, so that it means those tight ends and tackles have to get to the second level and block those outside linebackers, Chris Johnson can have some success running this week along the edge of the defense. So it's all about those tackles and tight ends being able to reach those outside linebackers of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now defensively, when you're facing the Bucs, it's all about getting in the receiver's face. The Bucs have some solid receivers, and you don't want to give these guys a free release. Similar to Green Bay's receivers, may not be as explosive, but they're very talented. So I look for Finnegan and company to stay in the face of these Bucs wide receivers, and that's going to help that defensive line that can get to the quarterback be able to put a lot of pressure on Josh Freeman. And also, when you're playing the Bucs and trying to game plan against their running game, it's all about 11 guys to the football. It should never be a situation where you have one guy trying to tackle LeGarrette Blount. It's supposed to be team defense, 11 guys to the football, and the Titans can have some success in stopping what the Bucs want to do. Now let's look at some X factors in this ball game. An X factor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has to be head coach Raheem Morris. He can't panic as a head coach. He can't coach scared. He has to coach with a winner's mentality, like we're going to believe in this team, we're going to win this ball game. So if he can come in with a great game plan that doesn't have a defeated mentality, they can have a lot of success. X factor for Tennessee has to be the slot receivers, whether it be Mariani or Lavelle Hawkins. These guys are going to draw the coverage of probably Myron Lewis or E.J. Biggers. If they can have some success on the interior, that's going to make this team very tough to stop in the passing game. Big game right here for both teams as they're fighting for their playoff lives. I'm going with the Bucs in this matchup. I like what they have going on the interior with Albert Haynesworth, and I like the receivers of the Bucs versus the corners of Tennessee. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.